All right, man. I'm here with the legendary man, Mr. F.A.B. You know, I got a few questions. This is like really off the fly, so I didn't have time to prepare. But my question is, with this thing, this movement, the therapy, what gave you the inspiration to come up with this?
I did a record 10 years ago called Thug Therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And the record was basically talking about how in the black community, a lot of us, we look down upon therapy because we always associate it with uh, white people involvement,
Mm.
where they come in and they dive into the dichotomy of our minds and play games with us through, strategic methods to get us on medications and things of that nature to diagnose us with these diagnoses that they've created to associate with some of the things that they would tell their kids. Oh, you're just a good kid, you'll be all right.
Right.
You'll help your kids, but you'll get us hooked.
Mm.
You'll get us hooked on prescriptions, you'll get us hooked on Ritalin and triplexisol and many of these other drugs that to say that we have ADHD or our hyper attention disorders and many other different things that you come up with, just more ways to get us addicted to things.
Mm.
So in that, I created a record called Thug Therapy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was sitting up looking at the board of life, and I
Mm.
began to see certain spaces that were activated and certain spaces that weren't activated. And I
Mm.
said, what if we curated something where brothers can have a safe space to talk about um, things that triggered them, and
Right.
things that hurt them, and things that they haven't healed from, and
Mm.
the silent wars that many of our brothers have been fighting for several years,
Mm-hmm.
which led to the birth of our first Thug Therapy meetings, and since then, the ball's been rolling.
Right. Yes, sir. That's amazing. So another question that just came to my mind is like listening to you speak. You're very articulated. You got a lot of knowledge. I want to know what, how did you acquire that knowledge? How did you acquire that um, ability to articulate your ideas?
Well, one of the prophets said, from the cradle to the grave,
Mm.
one must seek knowledge,
Mm.
even if they have to go to China to find it. In the seeking of knowledge, it's so much knowledge available to us now. We are in the age of information.
Right.
In the age of information, there is knowledge at the fingertips, at our fingertips. It's all about you formulating the right questions and you having an innate ability to go out and go search and go seek it and then
Mm.
processing it.
Mm.
And that comprehensive thinking is what today's topic and issue was about, is as us being able to comprehend what it is that we're reading and that we're learning.
Right.
And it's a journey. It is a well-rounded journey. In
Mm-hmm.
the Quran, it says at the age of 40, a man is at his completion.
Mm.
And so me just now playing around with that age, I
Mm-hmm.
am learning the completion of my understanding.
Mm.
And there are things that I once stepped in that I now step over.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes with experience.
Right.
And so just learning and always admitting what you don't know.
Mm.
I think that's the key thing.
Right.
One
Right.
must
Right. Right.
must understand that is I must admit what I don't know
Right.
if I plan to learn anything.
That's right. All right. So my last question is, you are I look at you like a revolutionary. The work that you do, um, is honorable. Did you always know that was what life had to offer for you? Was that always your path?
Um,
And if not, I'm sorry. If not, then where did you get that you know realization?
there are many brothers that are revolutionaries. They're revolutionizing what it is that they do.
Mm.
And in the communities that we come from, when we hear the word revolutionary, we associate ourselves with brothers like Fred Hampton and brothers like Huey Newton and Mutulu Shakur and brothers like Marcus Garvey. And these are people in history's past that have had traces of revolution,
Mm-hmm.
being revolutionizing what they were doing at that time. No one was doing it.
Right.
Um,
Right.
I don't know if I would associate myself as a revolutionary, but
Mm.
what I am is I'm trailblazing. I'm
Mm-hmm.
setting a trail that many people can follow.
Mm.
I don't look to offend or pretend with the work that I'm doing. I
Right.
only want to do this unadulteratedly of organizing and helping my brothers. And if I am at fault for that, then that blame comes from a perspective of someone that is biased, because all I'm doing is trying to pour into a community that has been drained.
Right. That's right.
We have been drained of our essence, and we've been robbed and stolen and thrown in a box of disarray. And here it is, if I can create organization in these boxes. Like if you ever went to someone's house and everything is stuck in categories, and it's like, damn, you organized.
Yeah.
Like, everything is alphabetical order or whatever. I just want to bring some order to the chaos that I see in my city. My leadership skills have always been at the forefront. I've always been that since a kid. I've always been someone that my classmates and peers would look to as a leader,
Right.
whether that be a thought leader or whatever that may be. Figure it out. Let's see what we could do. And they would always come to me to help get us out of those labyrinths that we were in. And as I've gotten older, I just adhere to the position and the calling that God is placing upon me. And I just want to continue to keep doing the work. And, may this work be protected by the ancestors and brothers that recognize the work that we're doing. Brothers such as yourself and many other individuals from young to old see that we're doing, and they put a level of protection around us to keep this work going.
That's right.
Because we don't necessarily get a lot of brothers that that can do this work and still be with the people.
Right.
Some people disassociate themselves or alienate themselves.
My question now, this is the last question, brother. So the work that you're doing, like offering this service for free, the thug therapy for free, you got the catering and everything. That's something I've never seen, done by a person, just anybody. You know what I'm saying? So my question is like, how have you been able to do that? And is it like feasible for the next person that has the ability to do it? Like, what's stopping them from doing this? I guess my question.
I asked MC Hammer one day, if you can do everything again, would you do it again? And he said, of course. He said, the money that I lost was nothing. I've never had a problem making money. He said, I was a bad boy at 10 years old for the Oakland A's. I've been making money since a kid. If I was to do anything, I wouldn't believe as many stories. But if you're asking me, would I sacrifice financial stability for the well-being of my people? I'd do that in a hurry. So whatever it costs to rent the building, to pay for the food and the catering, and if that is my cost to bring brothers together, to plant hope and incentives of a better future for them, I'll spend that all day, because I'll think about all the other things that I've spent frivolously.
Right. Yeah, but I don't know if you'll be able to answer, but it's just like, I wonder, like, what's stopping other brothers like yourself from doing that? I guess it's just the heart.
Just got to keep going. Some brothers sometimes just need a blueprint. And may this work be the blueprint.
Right.
May this work be like, damn, he could do it, I could do it. We are all disciples of someone else's thoughts. What I mean by that is we have been influenced.
Right.
And we've been prepped by some of the work that we do by seeing others do it. Tupac had a theory of this thing called euthanasia. And it was about bringing brothers from all walks of life together. And he also said that I may not be the one that changes the world, but I will plant the seed in the mind of the one that does.
Right.
We are watching at the unfolding and the hatching of those seeds.
Yes, sir.
From my generation. And as that garden continues to flourish and blossom, may the next generation continue the farming work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I appreciate beautiful answer, brother.
Amen.
May Allah continue to bless the work you're doing, you and your family, brother.
Inshallah, my brother.
Yes, sir. Inshallah.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.